screeching his battle cry. Fierce woodland beast toss an acorn to your squirrel. Oh, the deep dark forest. Oh, the deep dark forest. Toss an acorn to your squirrel. Oh, the deep dark forest at the edge of the world. In those untamed wilds, danger manifestful of dark and fear. Squirrel, protect me. Danger I can't see. High up upon the trees from where you lived. You fought off the owl, a bird that was fire, a furry friend of the forest. So letting go be, that is my story. The squirrel set me free, defeated that fowl. Give him clean water, toss an acorn to your squirrel. Oh, the deep dark forest. Oh, the deep dark forest. Toss an acorn to your squirrel, a furry friend of the forest. Toss an acorn to your squirrel. Oh, the deep dark forest. Oh, the deep dark forest. Toss an acorn to your squirrel, furry friend of the forest. Toss an acorn to your squirrel. Oh, the deep dark forest. Oh, the deep dark forest. Toss an acorn to your squirrel, furry friend of the forest. Toss an acorn to your squirrel. Oh, the deep dark forest. Oh, the deep dark forest. Toss an acorn to your squirrel, furry friend of the forest. Toss an acorn to your squirrel. Oh, the deep dark forest. Oh, the deep dark forest. Toss an acorn to your squirrel, furry friend of the forest. Toss an acorn to your squirrel. Oh, the deep dark forest. Oh, the deep dark forest. Toss an acorn to your squirrel, furry friend of the forest. Toss an acorn to your squirrel. 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 Toss an acorn to your little chipmunk, wandering along, was struck down by a fierce owl. Wind scarlet be the song, where from thee the owl flew. A little woodland creature hidden among trees, his sparkling eyes a glitter. After the chipmunk their evil long pursued, scary did he, stumbling among the tree, the owl dove ever down. Out jumped squirrel, screeching his battle cry. Fierce woodland beast toss an acorn to your squirrel. Oh, the deep dark
Hello, good morning. Congratulations on the first, Lappy. You know what? We're gonna do a couple things today. We're gonna get back to these Planet Zoo challenge modes. We're gonna do all the other things. I have broken the ghost chat already, so that's special. And we're gonna try and load up only pengs and see what happens. I believe that I offline got it to below 2,000 penguins, so it probably shouldn't crash. But we'll see. Oh, and Planet Zoo wants to be on top of Ghost Chat, so settings, graphics, borderless windowed, confirm. Okay, there we go. Good morning, Mega. Hello, welcome in. All right, so things to go over real quick today. I'll go over these several times. We have mods. We have mods that aren't me. I have gummy bears. Not relevant, but I looked over and I decided that I'm opening them at 9 a.m. and I'm my own squirrel and I can do what I want. My microphone better be working. That would be step 2 here. It says it's working. We have a new mini game. We no longer have Rusties. We have Squirrel Pachinko. So if we don't chat for a minute, you guys can see the Pachinko machine. You can see the acorns and stuff falling behind chat in any case. But we got our little pegs there. And how this works is at the bottom of the screen, we have a little... Oh, I need to update the overlay because we don't have a farming minigame for you guys to join anymore. Give me half a second. Technical difficulties that I didn't think of when I was setting this up this morning. I did so many other things, and I didn't update the overlay for the charity stream. Because why would I? In what scenario would I have thought that was the thing that I needed to be doing? And I don't even know which one I'm trying to open. But how are you guys doing this morning? Give me like 2 minutes to fix this up. I need a rectangle. But I hope your guys' mornings are going well. I made coffee. I haven't drank it yet. Because I last minute decided I need to do all these other things, as I do. There we go. So it no longer tells you can join anything. But, okay, so we got Squirrel Pachinko, right? And we got little flowers and stuff. That we can place onto the board here. And then each one has a modifier. So when this morning glory gets bonked, we get one leaf. Consume all flowers. For each has a 5% chance of placing a morning glory. Carry this into cooldown, right? So I think that when the morning glory gets hit, it'll spawn more morning glories, which gets us more flowers. Is my impression of how this works. I've been wrong about things in my life. And then, you know, so like during ad breaks and stuff, I'll, you know, go update our little Pachinko machine. And it's, you know, acorn and squirrel themed, and I thought that was neat and cute. And they should be a little less system intensive than Rusty's retirement was. So for what that's worth right now too. Okay. But just real quick, let me throw together a overlay with the charity goals on it. Can we open that? And can we open... Yep, I had everything open. Forgot what the folder was named for a minute there, so that tells you where we're at with this right now. But yeah, I was totally prepared this morning, guys. I 100% know what we're doing. That is absolutely not going to work. That might work. Okay, I'm going to try something, and we're going to see if it works. if this works, it's the easiest answer to what I need to do here. If it doesn't work, well, then I'll figure it out. Is this an M-class planet zoo? Technically, yes. The best kind of... That is sort of gonna work. But how are we doing today, guys? I have... As I was saying, I did not really make this overlay because I didn't think of that when I was making all the other stuff. But, is that readable? If I move it over? Still not over far enough. But is the little infographic readable, guys? It looks readable on my screen, but I already know what it says, so I have an unfair advantage. Yeah, the charity graphic. When I was doing all the stuff, it didn't occur to me to, you know. Okay, what if? What if? And hear me out on this one. What if I just crop out all the text at the top? I think that will work. Because you don't need the picture of the squirrel. The donation thing will have the text, and that gives me more room to work with the other stuff. Yeah, because I'm just copy pasting the other one I posted to Discord, right? If I had been clever and remembered, I would have made two separate graphics, one for down here and one for up there. But I did not think of that at the time. Cut. Okay, so we remove that. We put that in. Scoot. 825. All right, export. This is a PNG, that is correct. This is new 2. And we going? There we go. Better, worse, the same. Oh my god, I'm a mod? What is a charity stream for ants? Hey, you know what? We wing it. Thanks, Sean. How we be today? Yeah, that's the best we are going to do with how much text we have. The last one, it was a lot less text, so I was able to do the two columns side by side. You're working? Gross. Have you considered not working? All right, and then the only other thing to look at in the overlay is where the channel alerts show up now. Because I know that is also something that had to be moved last time we did one of these. Goals overlay. Okay, so Agile is there. Chat's there. Okay, that should be fine. That should work. I promise I was prepared and actually knew what I was doing this morning when I did all this stuff, and totally didn't forget to actually drink the coffee. Hey Jay, how we be today? All right, so now that I can close Affinity, and I'm sure I'm gonna open it again in 5 minutes because I've broken something else. I don't want to save that. What we're actually doing today is we're playing Squirrel Pachinko instead of Rusty's, and we're going to do some more of these challenge modes. James was not prepared for the consequences of his action. Vader Dad. Two thoughts. We're still good for Dark and Darker tomorrow around 3 p.m. I think Jester and I are good for whenever you're free. The other thing, if you want to record a thing for that, it is a random message from a pool. And my thought was that we get a bunch of people from the community to record me saying James was not prepared for the consequences of his actions. Today's Wednesday, sir. Either today's Wednesday or I'm very late for work right now. Can someone confirm that today is actually, in fact, Wednesday? My phone says it's Wednesday. Or did you think today was Thursday? Because I can't help you with that half of the project. Yes, Wednesday at my end. Okay, so Western NA and Europe say that it's Wednesday. All right. Wait, am I in the middle of this one, or do I have to start it? I don't know what's going on with this one. All right, the majority of us believe it's Wednesday. It's me. I don't know why I thought it was Monday. You thought it was Monday? Built on the site of a long dormant volcano, Great Kodala Safari Park is Bernard Goodwin's Ode to Safaris, featuring animals from all over Africa, which happily roam their expansive habitats. The park is currently in a state of development, and some attractions are only half complete. Are you the right person to take them over and finish the line? Okay, so we're gonna pause. That's step one. All right, Mega also says it's Wednesday. Okay, build a transport ride. I'm sure I can manage that. Construction, no. Facilities, transport. There's already a transport ride. Why would I build a second one? You know, sometimes I question what this game actually wants from me. Okay, there's a problem with this monorail. What would be the problem? Not yet open. Of course, Ghost Chat is on top of all the infographics I need for Planet Zoo. Oh, and Ghost Chat is... Okay, when I shrink Ghost Chat, it doesn't scroll the text for me either. So, if I shrink it and then reload it, does that fix it? Hydrate, okay, give me half a second. Test. Okay, should be fine. Should be fine. Okay, build a transport ride. Well, is this a viable transport ride and is it just broken? Test. I mean, it looks fine to me. Okay, just length is 562. So even if it works, it's not long enough. I mean, that's often how I feel, Vader. Increase education and have 1,400 guests. What is the problem with this? One or more issues. Check the track is in a loop and stations are connected. That's why we're running the test right now, my game. Okay, facilities. Education, speakers. Well, we have power over on this end, for sure. It's been a while since I played. There we go. I was like, I don't even know how to rotate my camera anymore. And then we select this. No, I wish to not place 8 of them right now. It's fine. We'll just spread them out. I placed way more of those than I thought I was going to, which is on me. Also, and another thing. Pause. Another thing. Why am I playing in the dark? That is a willful choice on my part. There we go. Yes, 3 p.m. tomorrow. Okay. Perfect. And then if Jester makes his way in today, I will confirm with him as well. But, you know, even without, you know, we're good. These are... Yeah. I placed 5 of the wrong speaker. So, as if it wasn't me being bad enough at this game, I'm just super bad at this game. Okay, so we're gonna talk about giraffes. And like a radius that far, right? And then over here, we'll talk about the springboks to a radius of that far. And then the... Where's... It's telling me I can talk about the iguana, but I don't even know where the iguana is. We will talk about elephants. No, we won't talk about elephants. Zebra. Is there just not power here? Is that what I'm missing? So, okay, there is power over here. So it's a power issue. Yes, there is a new squirrel butt emote too. Wagwan. That is what's going on, right? You guys explained this before, and I promptly forgot, as I do. Well, how we be, Lion? You happy? You healthy? You wise? Hey, Lion. I absolutely did as you said, and downloaded DaVinci Resolve last night. I don't have the exact same problem that I had yesterday, I promise. But if I was to send you like a 3-second video, would you be able to give it a translucent background? It should be small enough for... It's not even small enough for me to send, never mind. I'll figure it out myself later. It is 5.65 megabytes. And you can only send 5 over, wait, hold up a second. If I upload it to my Google Drive and just give you access to the file, you should be able to download it, right? See, I've got a brain that can do things. Did I lose my file in my Google Drive? Absolutely, but it should exist here. But guys, don't trust me to do anything, please. Okay, so drag, copy, uploading. Okay, there we go. So how do I share? Copy link. Anyone with this link can open it. Okay, cool. And then I open my DMs. There you are. I was like, I can't even find him. And that will let you open my little 3-second video. And I'm just looking to have that with a translucent background. Big brain moves. Yeah, I know. Email? Email. Yeah, I uploaded my Google Drive. Email? Also a good idea. Except last time we emailed, I emailed Dove and not Lion. So, yeah. Why am I like this as a person? Couldn't tell you. Okay. So, education. So that's a good start for that. We got elephants on this side. Oh, these are 2 entirely separate habitats. Can I have this back? I would like to move this some more. No, well, all right, so anyone that came to see good Planet Zoo gameplay, I am not your guy. If you came to see acceptable Planet Zoo gameplay, I might be your guy. Okay, cool. Okay, I think that's... I mean, Is it, or do I just scoot it back to just hit all that area? I think we just scoot it back to hit as much of this, even if they're not looking at the elephants, because we're not doing anything with that corner. Okay, so, and we can look at habitats. So elephants, zebra, giraffe, and springboks. So giraffe and springboks are covered by these speakers. So we're gonna duplicate this one and get some more giraffe education, which there was no power there. That was the issue. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do with that. There's 3-axis arrows, PTSD. I know, right? I mean, pretty standard. When I did Maya in high school, same arrow system though. So it's fairly universal, you know? Okay, what were the 2 habitats? Plains zebra, African savanna elephant. So we got zebras in here. So I need zebra education, probably along this part of the rail. Because we should have, yeah, we got power there. Facilities, education. I lost the speaker already. I need someone that's better at Planet Zoo to reteach me how to play this game. So, you know, Sean, Lucy, Stone, Jay, literally anyone that's not me. Please tell me what I'm supposed to be doing here. What is the range on power on this generator back here? That's not a generator. I thought this was a solar panel. It says it's a solar panel. If it says it's a solar panel, where does it provide power to? Power. It should have power all the way over here. So, okay, so that works. So the edge of this is like right underneath this pillar. I see. Shabam. Okay, cool. All right, I'll be here, Lion. Enjoy your shower. 12 what, Mega? Please elaborate. Track incomplete. Is it? I'm unclear on why the track is incomplete. This looks fairly complete to me. Oh, and there's no workshop. Okay, we can build a workshop. That is within the realm of things that I can do without being confused right now. Yeah, we'll just scoot it in back here. Okay, that's one problem solved. 12 range. Oh, so the range is from 0 to 20. So how far you want it to project? So like over here where we first started with the giraffes and the springboks, I've spaced out the speakers. Because it tells you where they overlap, right? So, you know, this one could go all the way over here, and that could be 20 range to hit as many people with the educational content as possible, right? And like, what I could also do is scoot these like all the way back here into these trees or whatever. Ooh, to get even, that is in the branches and not on the tree. Come back, I need you. To get even more people on these boardwalks back here, right? You know, these are very small speaker bubbles that could be literally anywhere. As long as they have, like, power. Right? And then I can just stick that into the ground below the pathway. Never played this game? I mean, it takes a lot of doing, right? I mostly do, like, the franchise mode. Does the track have entrances placed? It has a entrance. Does it need 2? Hello? There is no path to it. Well, shoot. That would explain a great many of my problems. So edit track, stop test. Okay, so edit track. I want an entry. No, that's not what I wanted. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Station. Okay, no, abort. That's not what I want to do. Edit track. Station. All right, I have really screwed that up, guys. Okay, this is back where we started. Now, my problem currently, there we go, is that I need to build a queue for it. And I don't remember how to do that. Path, queue. That's not it. Also, not how you add one. You place and exit an entrance. I built the roller coaster of death once and then promptly never used this mechanic again, if we're being honest. Place or move exit. There we go. Entrance. Exit. Yes, there is a problem. Victory. Okay, cool. Monorail, incomplete track. On the basis of... Okay, open. Station 5. Okay. Station requirements, overview. Test. Let me know. That's fine. It's fine. Okay, so it does need to be more meters so far as the challenge is concerned, though. So we'd need to insert another 130 meters. What's this? Adventure tour. So there is a second ride that someone started here. Facilities. Okay, so this track goes through here. Over this way. To here, which goes underground, comes out on that side to here, to here. Okay, so adventure tour, edit track. But how are you doing today, Taco? Are you happy, healthy, and wise? No, abort. No, that's not what I want to do. That's what I wanted to do. Cool. The game knew what I wanted to do, even if I didn't. Okay, station. Okay, cool. So we bought a transport ride that's long enough. So we're increasing education and getting more guests. If I'm alive, that counts as happy. I mean, are you happy with being alive? I mean, I would hope that you're happy with being alive, you know? Okay, so release only 4 of any habitat species, breed 3 new habitat animals at different species, education rating 1.7, cheetahs. So we would need to build a cheetah habitat. So I guess our question is, how much space do the elephants need? Okay, so they want more short grass, but they're good with this. But it's not much more space than they need, huh? But like, if I was to say, you know, if I was to add so if I block that off, right, that makes this into a separate habitat. The elephants have still more than enough space. How large is this new habitat? Such as it is, because there is no wall on that side, is there? Oh, it would also require a habitat gate. And a path for the staff. Not my greatest plan, but we can make it happen. There's animals over here. Okay, we got African wild dogs on this side. So there is a staff path there. So where are all our paths at? So the easiest place to insert a staff path is actually on this side, which is doable. So what we'll do, if that's the habitat as such as we're building it, is we'll also build out on this side. Could you do not length? So we do that. We throw in a, what do you mean obstructed? Oh, because that is not quite the right. You know, it occurs to me that if I was a clever man, I could have built this habitat before I placed the track. So barrier attachable prop. So am I supposed to build the wall and then just place a gate into it? Is that what I've done wrong here? Likely. Edit track. I want to come down to this portion of the track, specifically that piece, and tell it to get out. Barrier. A lot has happened during this month, so being alive is a well, I'll take it, Toggle. Hey, Mountie. Yeah, I think I have to place the wall and then place the track, because it'll just link to my wall, right? Is my interpretation of what it's trying to tell me there. So there is our wall as such. How we be today, Mountie? We happy, healthy, and wise? Okay, and then we go back here. Edit track. Autocomplete. No. To there. And then it is tweaking out about the autocomplete because of this weird angle. So I think we're gonna have to delete some more path. Or we let it do whatever it thinks it's doing here. Which could be funny. Because it's sure trying. Still have a little cough? That's no good. Okay, I think we've accepted that it can't figure it out any more than I could have with that one. Good morning, Moon. How we doing today? There we go. Okay, 700 meters. We have built a new habitat. They would like us to have 2 cheetahs, and they would also like us to get 2 West African lions. I don't have any of those either, huh? Staff facility. Quarantine. Workshop, vet surgery, trade center. Oh God. Okay, and now we can access animal trading, yeah? I think. Okay, let's give the game a minute to think about what we're doing. Animal storage, animal trade, rewards. Okay, reset all filters. Cheetah. I'll be home in a while. All right, we'll be here for a while. Okay, we're gonna just real quick for my knowledge. Cheetah. Zoopedia. What is their social group? Before I go buying a whole bunch of things for lols. Promiscuous. Up to 2 males, up to 1 female. Interesting. All right, well, we will take the one that we do have and place it invalid destination. Is it an invalid destination because there's no way for people to get in there? Because that would make sense. Barrier, habitat gate would go, say, there. And then we build a path, which is a staff path. Now there is terrain, sculpting, raise, flatten the surface, path, too uneven. Okay, that's good. We're happy with that. Appreciate it, game. Okay, cool. So that is a for real habitat now. I think. If it'll let me place a cheetah in it, it's a real habitat. I can't place a cheetah in it, I've still screwed up. Send a zoo. Cheetah, cool. Now in the cheetah habitat, we need food and water because no, we don't. Important, requires attention. Have we considered barriers that, and we, nope, that's not game. Okay, cool. Now, the next problem being, and something I need to look at. Cheetahs, right? Grade 2, 2 meters. So are my cheetahs going to escape? Welcome back from ad jail. Okay, important, requires attention. What can I do for you? Oh, because I built the fence and placed you in another habitat. Okay, cool. That's fixable. How are we doing for money? All right, so we do need to get more people into our zoo. raise ticket prices slightly and see how people feel about that. If we can get to a break even while we work on this stuff, that would be great. So income 33, expenses 43. So how much staff do we have? 3 vets, 9 keepers. So we're gonna get rid of this keeper. We'll rehire that one. We're gonna get rid of, oh, these are all assigned individual areas. There's a lot of vendors. Okay. So Pizza Pen, 0 customers. Pizza Pen, where you at? Sell. Toilets. Are toilets free in the zoo? Absolutely not. Quarter use bathroom for every toilet. 2 customers for this fry shop. Absolutely not. Everything else looks fine. You can't charge for the bathroom. I mean, I just did. Hey, look, toilet paper ain't free. Mechanic cannot reach habitat. Okay. So that's gonna be problematic. So what do we do here? Staff. We create an unassigned mechanic to cover this one habitat for now. Okay. You need short grass. Short grass. Okay, so that's good. There's 4 times more space than they need. They do need hard shelter. Shelter. That's not how you spell cheetah. Okay, hard shelter, so they're good there. Environment is good. We need toys. We'll get you a scratching tree. And a sprinkler away, some sprinklers away from the water. And you do need food in general. We'll give you a large food tray near the door. Water should be good. So Cheetah is happy. Not a lot of food enrichment. So what can we do? Speaker is overlapping. Is it? Oh, very slightly. Okay, cool. Okay, so what we will do, zoo, research. We don't have a lot of animals, but we will research the ones that we do have. My back and out. What's wrong, Lion? Did you like hit them? Did you just wake up that way, or did you hurt yourself in the shower? Let's say I tweaked a little too hard. Oh no. Oh no, that's not good, my guy. But I assume that you're doing mostly okay other than that. Big cat. Do cheetahs get along with another animal? Can I place another animal in here? Cheetah doesn't benefit from sharing space with a species. Okay, doing good, just hurting. Okay, that's good. But you know, you gotta take care of yourself, you know? So like, if you're having a not so great day so far as these things go, you know, then please step away and do what you gotta do, right? Buddy? Yeah, okay. Bun. cheetahs are not lions, but you know, they're still pretty cool. Education. Cheetah, and it's not powered. Okay, so where do I have power? Okay, on that side. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna just build another power thing. And scoot that under there. And that should provide power to my speaker. Yeah, cool. Okay, so how's that education rating coming? Not even 1 star. We are profitable though at this point, so there is that. So I think next move to raise education is we're gonna get more educators. Okay, so we got educators, we got research doing, we got speakers. So 1.2 education should be achievable with what we have here. And we can just run this at 3 times speed. To accumulate some money to do other stuff, because we still need to get lions at some point. Speaker 3. It is not. It is. Okay. So back there and that way and then back there. Not overlapping. Okay, cool. So we have fixed that. So I am out some litter. That is a lot of litter there. So facilities. Construction. No, it's a facility. Bin. And we'll give them some more recycling bins along here. There's just a lot of trash over there, though. For whatever reason. There is bins, and the maintenance people will make their way over there, though. So it should ultimately be okay. Now what am I staff on about? Has no keepers assigned to it. Okay. So, and I think that's one of the things that gets me about this game is, you know, so if I go here, right, and I just give this keeper no work zone, they'll just wander around and fill in where they need to be. Thanks for paying your taxes, Lion. But yeah, it was good. Chat was not happy that we stole the blue blood and then killed the guard and did not bring the other androids with us. But I'm making the argument of, while he did help us, what if it's a trap and they're trying to find out where Jericho is? So, you know, it's a catch-22, right? Hungy. Call staff. Research is complete. All right, what do we got? Elephants. All right, we are short $14,000 this year. So what are our huge ongoing expenses here? Animal food, habitat repair, power costs. Okay. But we didn't kill any androids. We killed a human. I don't know if that makes it better. Stretch, hydrate, take away my chair. You know, I'm of a mind that, you know, no one said I was doing a peaceful playthrough. Kara had a gun. Kara shot someone and robbed a convenience store. I don't think it's a peaceful playthrough, Lion. All right, so we don't have any vet research centers. We are still short $12,000 a year. We'll open that. Yeah, that tracks. You know, it would track that I have built these rides such as they are and not actually open them, which means that they don't make any money. That would also not help us. I don't know, $2 to ride the monorail. All right, let's try that again. Hello, Linda. How we be today? You robbed the port. Yeah. We needed money that we didn't use for anything because we didn't go to the hotel because we're androids. But, you know, it be what it be. Don't worry about it. Okay, vet research. Didn't we just finish an elephant one? This game is confusing sometimes. I'm doing okay. We're trying to make this zoo profitable. No one wants to use our monorail that's way over here in the middle of nowhere. And I can't really blame them for it. But, you know, we'll see if people... We got a few people making their way all the way over here, so we'll see if they'll use it. Hey, look, we're gonna... We made minus $23 on it last year. So if we can break even on these rides, that'll help. You know? Like, how's this ride doing? Minus 2,800 last year, you know? But we're doing good. We're gonna play Planet Zoo for a bit. We'll check out my franchise zoos, and then we'll find something to do today. What's something in? Oh, welfare. Sir. What is the issue here? Okay, terrain. So. Animals. So humidity and temperature is good. So what's the issue here, I guess, is my question. I am unclear on what it's asking me. It says that the layout... Oh, I haven't researched any of the layout stuff, so... Okay. and they're sick. Okay. Of course they are. Okay. Campy Lobo Turosis. So zoo research. Mechanics. Mechanic research, vet research. Elephants. So cancel, cancel, cancel. Let's research the disease that we have running through the zoo. Let's research the cheetahs and research these iguanas that aren't happy. All right, and break. And then we say we go look at visiting players. It's kind of neat to see, like, you know, that other people do visit our zoo. I think that's an interesting and cool mechanic that they've added. How, you know, these are all people that own Planet Zoo. Springbok's gonna have an offspring. So I guess in my goal to make the zoo profitable, how many of every animal do we have, you know? We only have 3 elephants. Wild dogs are pack animals. Yeah, so we're not super worried about that. So, and what we do is we just select all our animals, right? So elephants, good. Wild dogs, we're gonna release to wild 2 of these wild dogs. Because while we could have all these animals, having less animals, we only have 1 iguana. Having less animals does also mean less upkeep and food costs. And we can always sell them for money instead of conservation credits. There is that option too. That's a lot of giraffe. But let's also release a couple giraffes. Because we use conservation credits for animal trading, right? So, so we got the giraffes. So hyenas and springboks. So we're gonna quick trade that hyena. Not in this zoo. But let me tell you, do you want penguins? Because I can help you out with that. Anyone that's been here for a while can definitely tell a lion that I can help out with the penguin project. That's a lot of springbok. Now I'm afraid of this penguin project. Why would you be afraid? It's fine. Nothing bad has ever happened in the penguin project, I promise. Not a singular thing went wrong. Everything was absolutely great, and I was never stressed out about it. Elaborate. That's a new word for me. All right. So let's just save this for a hot second. New save. Interesting enough, we did this last March. So main menu. So I play a lot of franchise mode, which is kind of like sandbox career, where you build separate but equal zoos, right? So if we go to my franchise zoos, It's sure gonna think about it. Game? It's sure gonna think about loading franchise mode. No, I don't want to quit Planet Zoo. Oh, there we go. So, these are all our franchise zoos that we've done. We've got a only deer zoo with only 19 deer in it. I built a farm with a giant farmhouse. We have a dog zoo, we have a chicken zoo, and we have only pengs. And this is the hole that we're gonna fall down today, Lion. Yes, only pengs. I heard you like penguins, dog. Yo, dog, I heard you like pengies. What about me? You also like me? No one's ever said that before. Yes. Made in Blender. It's literally just a spinning coin. Yes. I rendered it in there. It gave me my 200 individual images, and then I rendered it in Vegas Pro. But, yo, dog, I heard you like penguins. I certainly tried, and Blender wasn't having any of it. But yes, I can definitely help you out with this penguin project. There's 3 kinds of penguins in this game, and we have all of them. And bears, but that was for a separate project. And we don't have bears anymore. But since I was running this zoo for like hours on end, it just made sense to just breed the bears for my other project here. Because there is like weekly challenges or whatever. Wherein it's like breed whatever animal, right? So. But you know what, Lion? Like, I tried to use a lot of these things that allegedly exist in Blender. I couldn't get it to work. Anything I was reading was just people being toxic to each other in the forums. So, you know, I went with what works for me, right? And then the chroma key should have worked, but it decided not to. I don't have an OBJ file right now. Like, I made this and exported it and called it a day. And like, you know, if you can't do it with what I have, I'll figure it out later kind of deal, you know? It's not the end of the world if it's not transparent. Well, that's definitely why I was asking, like, can we do a Blender stream, right? Because, like, there's a lot of things that exist, and I know they exist. The documentation is kind of vague, because I'm not actually reading the Blender manual as much as I tell you to read it to your girlfriend. And people are just kind of toxic on the forum, I found. You know, it's people that are really good at Blender and people that are really bad at Blender. And the people that are really good are like, how do you not know this? And it's just kind of like, well, if I knew it, I wouldn't be asking. Right? Like, it's one of those experiences where, like, some people are really good, but it's like 1 in 1,000, you know? Which is a lot of forums, right? And it stressed me out, and it was like, it's not worth the hassle, right? You know, I can make this work using multiple programs, so that's what I'm gonna do, kind of deal. And right up until I needed something transparent, you know, everything was fine. Could we game. Could we not? So yeah, this is only pengs, where I have 957 penguins. We had 2,000 penguins, and it crashed the entire computer. Not the game. The computer just had none of it and just decided to restart. So the hard limit was 2,000 penguins once upon a time. I believe it's 2023. It's down in the about section. I wrote about it. Of the challenges we're all doing. For what that's worth. But yes, I also only keep gold quality penguins. But there's enough of them that there should be enough genetic diversity that they're not inbreeding. So there's also that. So basically, whenever I'm culling, you know, I scroll through and I find anyone with silver or bronze or not even a star. So all these guys down here can't be released yet because they're not old enough. But like, I'm enjoying just kind of tooling around in Blender and learning. So there is that too, right? Yeah, only pengs. Lion started asking me if we could have penguins, and I said, oh boy, can we. And now we're just culling penguins for conservation credits, because we can. But yes, so Lion, down here on the bottom left of the screen, that's our cash on hand for this zoo. Conservation credits, which are account wide, and then guests and general happiness. We have 500,000 conservation credits, so I can just go into animal trading anytime I want if I want to start a new franchise zoo and just be like, I can just have the best at kiwi for, you know what, I'm gonna take this kiwi because he's albino and this one has really good stats. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them yet, but they're mine now. You know, and then these are all of our animals that are in our storage for use in other zoos. And then all these ones that say Frontier Zoo are from an event of some kind, I believe. No, the reward ones are the ones from the events. So like, there is like bi-weekly events. Never took you the kind of guy to put penguins in blenders, or maybe more likely, I arrived in the middle of conversation discussing okay, so Blender is the 3D imaging program. And then this is only pengs, a penguin only zoo. So it is two separate conversations. But these are all the animals I earned from doing events. So we got like an albino buffalo, a Bengal tiger, some bears, some pandas. I have 3 animals. Okay, so yeah, these are all my reward animals which sit in a separate storage. So there is that too. Zoo challenges. Guests in zoo. But yes, so we have African penguins. We have king penguins. Which, how many king penguins do I have right now? Only 23 king penguins. King penguins, a lot more manageable. And then we got little pengies, which there's very few of them because they breed so slowly, and they're always on the verge of extinction in this zoo, which is unfortunate. But how's your day going, Ian? Are you happy, healthy, and wise? Can we get you anything? Burrito, coffee, cheeseburger. Little penguin. Only females, and I have only females, so that works great for everyone. And penguins are one of those species where they're bonded, so even if I have infinite females, they won't all start mating with each other, you know? My zoo is overcrowded with little... How? As best as I can be, I have no complaints. Well, that's good. How do you have so many little penguins? Because all I ever have is problems. For what that's worth. It's Blue JJJJ. I love Little Peng, so I have an only Little Peng franchise. It's our anniversary. I didn't even dress up. Hey Ark, how we be? How you doing? Thanks for the biddies. Yeah, no, I've been. My affiliate anniversary is actually Friday. But I just didn't want to take an extra day off work. So, affiliate anniversary, charity stream, 500 follower celebration, you know, all the things. I'm bad at planning events, so, you know, I just kind of pool them all together. Goodbye, rabbit ears. Also, I put a low table over here for me to put, like, stuff like my Xbox controller on to clear off the desk. But yes, this is only Pengs. It is certainly something. I even made a penguin statue. I didn't do a good job of it, but, you know, it be what it be. Also, the habitats are huge in this zoo because we only have... Oh, and also the food court is sponsored by Peng Cola. But you were a cute bunny. It suits you. Well, I can't be a bunny forever. For 500 channel points, though, I'll be a bunny for 5 minutes. Probably longer because I'll forget about it. But, you know, it be what it be. I should place some more stuff in the pachinko machine. Also, for those of you that weren't here at the beginning of the stream, we have a pachinko machine now. So we have pachinko instead of the Rusty's farm. For what that's worth. Oops. It's gonna have a lot of salmon in it for whatever reason. But, you know, it brings me a small amount of joy to have, you know, something new there, you know? What we're gonna do with all these salmon, I think I can get a bird, if I'm not mistaken, who eats salmon. But, you know, it's a neat little game. Did you spell sponsored? Probably. The penguin did it. You know what? We never actually come look at the sign, so it doesn't really matter, but if it brings you joy in your life, Labs. So, someone remind me, next time Levy spells anything wrong, to just call her out about it, please. At least it was a letter I already had in the same row, so it was an easy one to fix. But yes, I made this sign for what that's worth. Please do. So, are grammatical errors technically spelling mistakes? I just want to know what the rules here are. Is this interesting? So I also have a random staff path in the middle of nowhere for some reason. So clearly I know what I'm doing in this zoo. We also have Peter's penguin pasta. I do not believe that canonically we decide that we eat the penguins. It's more of that all the pasta is penguin shaped. Oh, Ark, I will add your 100 bits to the running counter for the Pokemon. Ooh, we could play Pokemon today. You guys want to play some Pokemon in a bit? Hey, Bard. How's the work day coming along? Honestly drives me nuts when I misspell things because I type too fast. Also on mobile, I mean, my entire life is bad. I don't know how to spell. I don't know how to spell until someone else is doing it. Then I know how to spell literally everything. Yeah, that's just me clicking on something without hitting edit and then going, why can't I type? So, but yes, this is only Pengs. It is certainly a zoo. For what that's worth. You know, it'd be cool if there was any boys. But, you know, I guess we'll just adopt them. I don't even think that was the right habitat. Be cool if there was any boys. But we'll adopt them all. Then we'll find out what habitat they're supposed to be in. Little penguins are in habitat 1, which should be this one. Okay, and then zoo. Animal trading. Little penguin. Cancel move. Send a zoo. Animals unable to. Oh, because you're already being moved. It's fine. We'll send the other 3. So we got lots of little penguins. They're all girls. And little penguins are problematic because you can have 500 of them, but they're monogamous, right? So, you know, even if I have all these girls, there's only one male and he's just doing his best. My oldest little penguin was 10.3 years old, though. Would you like some? Would you like some little pangs? They're horribly inbred, though. I could take some males to just get this breeding program off the ground, and I can sort it out later. Because, like, they are just going to die out if I don't get any more males, right? Because look at this. It is... It is 1 male and 8 females, you know? It's not great. And, you know, in my effort of even having silver quality baby penguins, I'm also doing a pretty bad job. Because the genetic diversity with only 1 male is imaginary. You know, like, where's my genetic? Click through all the tabs. Like, look at these stats on this male, right? Yeah. Are you on mobile? You don't get it on mobile. You need the link, which I also didn't pin. Here, let me pin that. Until I decide to write a better message. But yeah, it's enabled. It says it at the top of chat at the very least, so why it wouldn't work, I couldn't tell you. It says it's active on Twitch. Interesting. Let me stop it and start it again. Yeah, it says it's active. I don't know. I'm confused. I just work here. Did that work? Did stopping it and restarting it work? I don't know. Possibly because I started it before I hit go live. That it kind of tweaked out a little. Because it was on the top of my chat. And like when I clicked the link, it was working. But then when I go to my actual stream, it wasn't. So that's interesting. But thank you for letting me know. So in the future, I will have to start it after I start stream, I guess. And maybe it's a uniquely me problem there. Hey, look, my penguin's about to inbreed. Also, with only pengs, I'm not too worried about the inbreeding at this point, because I know it's going to happen. And there's thousands of penguins, and I can't chase them around forever. You know, penguins are as penguins do. But yeah, this is a very chill experience that is only pengs, where basically I don't even play the game. You know? You know, I'm here. I'm doing things. I see a lot of little penguins here. Adopt. 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 Zoo of Vivid Dreams. I assume that's you. You can have my trash. Rude. Herp and Vivid. I mean, I think the thing is, with being able to have 500 of them, you just take what you can get, and then you figure out the breeding minigame later. Because you can isolate out young penguins and place them in a separate habitat, right? And breed for genetics at a certain point. It's just stabilizing the population. I don't know. A lot of baby penguins. 12 more baby penguins. To this habitat, please. Thanks, Taco. Turns out I have 2 little penguin zoos. One with 1,000 and 400 golds. Jeez. Like I said, I've. All right. Here's the thing, guys. I do a lot of strange things in Planet Zoo. But do you know what I have done? And this is a project that I don't know if you guys are interested in. And it's something we could do. Ooh, that would have been a good one for World Wildlife Federation Fund. You know, if we hit certain goal numbers, I will play Franchise Planet Zoo and breed like species that are going extinct. That could have been a good one. We could start a zoo and work on this antelope and this antelope one. I haven't been playing in a while, for real. But look at this. I have bred a lot of these animals. You know, fennec fox. I've bred 200 ostriches and 110 peccaries. I could have bred more peccaries. 455 warthogs. You know. What was the one that was just a nightmare? Chickens was a nightmare. But you know, I have bred 1,200 king penguins. I have 496 little penguins. But this is where it's absurd. I have bred 12.7 thousand African penguins. And maybe that's why my computer didn't want to have any of it. My computer went, yeah, no, get out. And I went, but why? We like penguins. They cute. And the game was like, get out. But you know, like, I have only bred 12. I mean, that's still a lot of little penguins. I already forgot what the number was. Little penguins. I mean, that's still twice as many as I have. I think it would be quite interesting to play Jurassic World Evolutions. Oh, Jedi, baby girl. We beat all the Jurassic World Evolution challenge modes that I have. We've done it. Jedi, not only have we beat all the challenge modes, once we get our 5 stars, we delete all the fences and have Dino Fight Club. And for whatever reason, the dinosaurs always wander off and don't fight each other, and it's very anticlimactic. But I don't have the heart to like trank them and throw them all in one pen. Oh yes, the frustration of, what do you mean I need a tier 6 fence at the start of the map? Can I sell this dinosaur? Okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna start a new zoo. We're gonna start a temperate zoo, North America. Okay. I don't even remember what they said the current challenge was. Franchise achievements, antelope. Okie choke, Koki antelope. Temperate. Let's play Europe. Okie Antelope. Levy, I'm sure people came in that first hour and a half and they were like, there's a charity stream, but there's no charity extension, and we're very confused. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, you know, I'm sure that someone else had that thought and just didn't voice it. Okay. So now if I was a clever person, which I pretend to be, community. Did you know that antelopes are related to cows, sheep, and goats? You won't likely find this in a local farmyard zoo, but if you do, consider releasing it along with any 3-star antelopes for this week's community challenge. Okay, so we're just breeding 3-star antelopes. Now, if I was a reasonable person, spoiler, I'm not. 7-meter pathways. Because never in my life have I created something that made absolutely no sense. But, okay, so an antelope. And we're speedrunning bad decision in this game at this point. Antelope. We're going to pause that real quick. Antelope. Least concern, natural habitat, 1 to 11. 1 male, 10 females. And a sable antelope is 1 to 10. Okay, so they don't have to be particularly large habitats. Imagine I had looked at any of the other information I needed. Grade 2, 4.2125 feet, which is 1.3 meters. So literally any fence will keep them in. But you know, we make 3.5 meter tall fences anyways. Angle snap 90. And then we build a second one for the other kind of antelope. Okay, cool. So those are our 2 pens, such as they are. One of them is much taller than the other because I forgot to adjust the height of this one, but you know, we ball. So actually, I select the whole thing and I adjust it all at once because I am a smart man and I'm not going to do a huge duplication of effort. 3.5, cool. And then we throw on a gate here and a gate here. So we have access to both of our pens, such as they are. These are, you can't see through these. I don't know what I was really thinking with placing that fence. Yeah, the issue being that I don't have that Blender file anymore. I only have the individual. I could send you 100 individual PNGs is the best I can do with what I have. Which I guess if I just made it a zip file would be doable. And then with the PNGs you could render it as whatever you want in DaVinci. Okay, let me just get the antelopes in here and then we will look into that part. Because we're setting up an antelope breeding mill, as we do. For the weekly challenge. They're in no risk of being extinct, but this is what the game has asked of us. I don't make the rules, just kind of enforce them. And often I do a bad job of that, you know? How dare I know what's going on in my own stream and all that. Could we? There we go. And then there. And then we're just gonna build out a little grid system here for all our staff buildings. Okay. Facilities, staff buildings. So we need a small keeper hut. That's backwards. We can just go with a small research center for now. A small staff room. I like how the default is just directly backwards of what I actually need. A trade center. That did not do what I needed it to do. Path. There we go. Swear to Jesus some days. Okay, and a workshop. Okay, so there's all our staff buildings, which gives us access to animal trading. Refresh, reset filters, antelope. Well, I don't know if those PNGs would work because you didn't render them in Blender transparent. But could you render them in DaVinci with chroma key or something? Because it doesn't have to be an MP4. But scene transitions in OBS want to be video files and not animated PNGs, which is the issue I was running into. And if you can't, like, it's not an urgent problem, you know? It's more of a, I don't know how to fix this kind of problem. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I need female antelope. I mean, no one's great, but we'll take you. Okay, good enough. Animal trading, reset, and tell. I mean, if I have, what would have been funny is if I had like 100 antelope for whatever reason in my thing. No path to destination. It's right there, my guys. So, game, please elaborate on how there's not a path to here, because I'm curious to hear that one. Caretaker, keeper, mechanic, security. Thanks for paying your taxes, Ty. How's your day going, Ty? I saw you were streaming this morning. What do you play today? Okay, so just to satisfy my curiosity, I don't know, a camel. Okay, so it was the game just doesn't think there's a thing there yet. So sable, antelope. That's cheap. What's nice is when people throw up cheap animals to help other people work on the weekly, you know? Alright, animal trading. Sable. Of course, I didn't power any of my staff buildings that are thrown all the way back here in the nether, but that's easy to fix. Resume, pause, habitat, no, facilities, power. Hello, sir. You are an antelope. I need more information on you, though. You want more soil. You want hard shelter. You want enrichment items. Antelope. Would you like a herb scent marker, a grazing feeder ball, and some trees? Donation. There we go. Look at me, making a profitable zoo for once, and not just letting everyone come in for free. You want Fort Street? There you go. How many games did it take today? No one came in and was like, why is this guy hiding under the stairs? So I'm sure it was better than yesterday. Spoiler alert, guys. It was me that came in and asked why he was hiding under the stairs yesterday. It greatly amused me. Because that's particularly what he was doing when I showed up. That being said, you know, he did finish fairly high yesterday, so I don't get to criticize. It was just a very strange thing. Pronghorn antelope. No. Okay, so that one's sable. This one's pronghorn. And they don't overlap, so that's good. So then we add in facilities. Guest facilities. We throw up an ATM because we can. A drink stall. Okay, so we got a shell for our gift shops. So we'll put a drink in this side. Okay. A drink in that side. A food in that side. We do need a toilet. And don't tell Mountie, but we do charge for toilets. And then we put up another shell on this side with an info booth. And a gift shop. Merchandise. Cool. So we got food, we got info booth, we got gift shop, we got bathrooms. Have you never had an emergency bath? Nope. Nope. Look, if you don't got a quarter to use the bathroom, you can't be in my zoo. This is a pronghorn sanctuary. We ain't got time for people that can't pay for the bathroom. I need a quarantine. Habitat, facilities, staff buildings. Can I even afford a quarantine? Cool. We have a quarantine, and I need a vet surgery. Vet surgery. Quarantine. Vet surgery. It's not beautiful, but it is functional. I don't have any garbage cans in my zoo. Bin. Please don't leave garbage everywhere, guys. Hey, Dragon. Thanks. How we be? How was Assassin's Creed today? You should charge for the wheelchair ramp as well. No, we don't do that, Ty. It's just the bathrooms. Toilet paper ain't free. The ramp is. Honestly, franchise mode before you have credits and everything. You charge the bathrooms. I mean, you still don't start with any money, so it's still not easy, you know? We are profitable, though. Income 10,000. We spent all our money setting this up, but it's functional. That being said, we are going to go back in here. and add some feeding troughs and some water pumps. And then the sable antelopes would probably like some toys too. And a shelter. Shelter, toys, scent marker, tree. Okay, cool. Okay, so Andre's about to make. Perfect. Low on cash. I mean, $85 is not a lot of money. Do you have public water fountains? I don't know if that's a thing that you can do in Planet Zoo. But also, like, cross-contamination, I would say that I shouldn't. You know, even if I could, I shouldn't. It's a health concern. Get some. $1 per sip. Oh, there you go, Ty. See, Ty's on board with us making money at this zoo. It's true. It would be a option. Adopt and place 2 different exhibit species. We don't do exhibit species. 300 guests. Release 2 pronghorn antelopes. Welcome in, Raiders. Dragon, how we be? How was the Assassin's Creed? You know, I haven't played an Assassin's Creed game since, I don't know, when I was Ezio jumping off towers and into haystacks. But I should check out another Assassin's Creed game. If anyone needs to raid and run, eat, sleep, drink, pet your cat, pet your dog, water your plant, charge your devices, dive off a tower, freaking wrist knife someone right in the middle of the street and walk away because the guards in that game just don't care sometimes. Please do so. You know, your self-care is important. You know, get up, stretch a little, get a little fresh air, get a little schnickety snack. I have a bit of gummy bears today. And it's 10 a.m. and I'm just eating gummy bears while we play Planet Zoo. Yeah, I love gummy bears. But it is late for you. Well, it's not even that late. Hey, Yusuf. I guess it's only 8 p.m. over there, isn't it? So what's the plan for the rest of the evening, gang? Y'all the Europe group, aren't you? 7 p.m.? Oh, because you guys do daylight savings time an hour later than I do. Or a month later or whatever. It's weird. See? And another thing. If everyone did daylight savings time... Yeah, y'all in Europe. If y'all did daylight savings time on the same day... You know, it'd be a lot less confusing. It's North America that does it early for some reason. 5:45. Yeah, so almost 6 p.m. Right? And like, I get that when we spring forward, Southern Hemisphere falls back. Like, that makes sense to me. But it's so weird trying to coordinate with the, like, Australia people and New Zealand, because it's like, okay, but like, for part of the year we're 3 hours apart. For a couple of weeks we're 4 hours apart. The rest of the year we're 5 hours apart. Like, I am... Oh, thanks for your donation, Dragon. Okay, Dragon. Dragon. I mean, it's something. Hey, Dragon, apparently the link wasn't even up there for the first hour and a half, and Levy had to ask me about it. So, just be careful if you guys are doing charity streams to start the thing after you start the stream, because apparently it tends to bug out a little if you do it before. I don't know why. I don't make the rules. Dragon, do you want me to draw you a picture of an animal? Do you want 20 squats, 10 push-ups? What would you like here? What would make you happy? Also, I did not set up the push-up camera because I'm lazy. I do have the heart rate monitor on. So if you pick push-ups, I can still prove that I'm doing something. And it won't be laying on the ground because my heart rate will definitely be elevated. Where the frick is my app? I have a heart rate monitor. Can't find the app to save my life, so a lot of good that did me. 20 squats, done. All right, so I will give you. I will also give you the option. In the channel point rewards, we have chair lifts, where I lift this entire damn chair. Do you want 10 chair lifts or 20 squats? You know, I'm just kind of making this up as we go along at this point. 20 squats is pretty easy. 20 squats, kid. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, enjoy your lurkies, Yusuf. You be good, little chipmunk can hide your acorns. Interesting. I think that's the first time I've actually seen chipmunk and acorns come up. Though I see gold doubloons way more often than I would have assumed. You know what, Lev? It's more fun if we just kind of give more options, right? Lev, you remember when the pair came in last time and he goes, "Can you do a wall squat?" And I went, "What's a wall squat?" He goes, "Oh, you just like lean against the wall in squat position." And I was like, it will hurt my legs, but I can definitely do it. But like, when I did kung fu when I was younger, right? We did that without the use of a wall, and our Sifu would bring a broom handle around and balance it on your legs to make sure you did it right. So it's definitely something I'm capable of doing. It's just not something I do on a regular basis anymore. But thanks for your donation, Dragon. We do appreciate it, and the animals appreciate it. What is your deal, pronghorns? The pronghorns are already unhappy, guys. Ugh. So anyways, what is your Airstream is dead. Like, is he asleep? Because last time I checked in, he was still asleep. Like, he said he was hoping to be back by like 10 or 11, I think, was the message that he put up. Or like the stream crashed. I'm not even seeing him on my list right now. Oh, it crashed, huh? Yep, rip it. Oh, it crashed like an hour ago, because that's when you guys were last in there. Huh. They're probably shy animals. Oh, probably. It would make sense if they were shy animals. I wonder if like the power went out or something while he was asleep. You know, it could be something like that, right? Or he's still asleep since he was up till 9:30. So he's only been asleep for like 3 hours, right? So maybe he's asleep, power surge or something, and he hasn't been by to restart it. Would be my guess. Oh yeah, they're shy. That's fine. Edit barrier. One-way glass. No, I want the entire fence. One-way glass. They can't see out, we can see in. And we'll just hit up the other one as well while we're at it. One-way glass. Settings. Grab them all. And then that one. Oh, that way. Okay, perfect. Hey, Johnny, welcome in. Time for foodies. I haven't already seen. Yeah, absolutely take a screen break. That's why I put you guys in podcast mode when I raid out normally. But yeah, hopefully he's back soon, because Make-A-Wish is definitely a good one to raise money for, right? But thankfully, if he's asleep, he's pausing the timer anyway, so he doesn't lose anything and doesn't have to do any extra work or math or anything. Thanks, Levy. But how you been, Johnny? I feel like I haven't caught you in a while. I think I haven't even caught, like, I don't think I've caught beans in like 4 or 5 days even. I think that's one of the problems with the internet and time zones and all that. It's like, I never know when to come find you guys doing whatever it is you're doing. Yeah, there's really not much to this zoo, guys. I don't know how much we're actually going to do this today. I just thought it'd be kind of funny. Oh, thanks for the sub, Cat Dad. All is well, bro. We peeped you were chilling in the Discord and we felt honored. Thanks for the sub, Cat Dad. We appreciate that. Yeah, enjoy your ad-free viewing experience and the squirrel emotes. Dove helped. I mean, Dove did 99% or 100% of this emote. I had an idea, I had a vision, and Dovey executed it perfectly. And if you do need emote work done, Dove debug. Basically, I had an idea, and Dove went, let me do it, I'll do it better, and I went, bet. But Dovey does emotes and the such, and in the Discord, she has her own channel to deal with such things. Her channel is in its own category on the Discord. Aw, Bard, thanks for your Prime. Okay, let me write these down for the sub board this month. I'm always actually kind of excited when people use their Prime, because you only get one a month, right? So it's not like you can just go buy more Prime subs. You know? I don't know why, but it's just, you know, since it's a one-of thing, you know, it just feels a little special sometimes. I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes sense to me. Bard Crest. But also, Bard, enjoy your squirrel emotes and your ad-free viewing experience. Buttercar, hey buddy, let me put on my squirrel costume. I'll be right back, and in some combination of all these things that I allegedly have to do. Oh, and thanks for the biddies, Doc. Let me just open the Discord. I can't even read my own stream. I gotta do things now. Okay, so in the bottom, $5, I'll draw you an animal. $10 for 20 squats or 10 push-ups. You're only allowed 20 squats or 20 push-ups, or else I would just get spammed, and I can't do that much exercise. $15, I don't get to talk for 5 minutes. $25, you get a personalized card. In some combination of that stuff, Doc, what do you want your $100 to be? I'm also willing to negotiate if you have alternate options of what you would like. Ow, that was my foot. I just kicked my chair, guys. Hey, Corey, Tap affiliate, appreciate it. Okay, you're gonna think on that. Doc has gifted subs, because of course he has. Let me write those down for the sub board as well. Doc, you are way too generous. And I appreciate that. Spuddington. LD79. 2 underscores. Yeah, 2 underscores. You know, for confusing ones like that, it just occurs to me I could just open their profile and just copy it from the freaking link up top. Uto91. Uto91. Vortivask 97. Is that a 1 or an I? Once again, this is, oh, that's 1. That's definitely one I'm just gonna copy paste. I am way too lazy sometimes, but I appreciate it, my guy. And I will copy these all down for the subboard. Cool. Okay, we're caught up. Great costume. Yes. They unlocked this one from our World Central Kitchen charity stream last summer. Yeah, because we've been talking for like a year about how I should do an animal charity. Because we used to play a lot of Planet Zoo on the stream, right? I was kind of I was working around Lucy's schedule because she's the one that has to work tomorrow. I also don't know what we're gonna play. I told her to figure it out with you. Okay. Start with some push-ups. All right, 20 push-ups. I don't have a push-up cam. We do have the heart rate monitor. That's all I got for you right now. Come on, chair. I don't have enough room in this office, guys. She said Faz? Okay, cool. So yeah, I'll DM Lucy later and see what time. Or I'll start a group chat with you guys. Because if we have a group chat in Discord, we can just call on there instead of using a Discord channel. And then people don't wander in by accident. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Ugh. Let me tell you, it ain't easy with his big old tail here. This is not really something I thought through. But the deal being, you know, if a lot of people do small donations, maybe I can't do all the push-ups right now, but I'll get them done before we hit end stream. Though, at midnight Eastern, it might be a take off the squirrel costume and do the push-ups, so I don't have to deal with a giant tail. You know? The giant tail is also being the problem with the chair right now, so... Look at me not planning well for anything that I do in my life. You guys also missed not having the infographic set up for the charity thing on the overlay. Not having the new chat minigame set up. For the first hour and a half, we didn't even have the charity extension enabled because I started it before I started the stream. We're doing good. We started challenge mode Planet Zoo, and now we're just playing franchise, so... If that's any indication of how I am as a person... It's not great. Also, for people that are curious, I will be doing the swear jar and the chat charity donations at the end of stream. So any swearing I do today and tomorrow will count towards World Wildlife, and then starting on Friday, we'll start saving for... We'll do World Central Kitchen again in the summer. Yeah, I think World Wildlife, World Central, fall will probably do something for the kids. Or, I don't know. Local food banks do help with school supplies these days, so maybe that. I don't have the fishing minigame open for some reason. I'll do that one manually for you, Levy. Give me a second. Fishing minigame crashed at some point. Fish at Levistasia. Corey wants to hydrate. Gotcha. I see the fishing minigame is tiny now that I've resized the actual thing on my actual screen. Would you believe that I never know what's going on in my own stream, guys? So that big, Agile goes beside it. So we'll scoot that over. If it overlaps with Agile, that's fine. And hide when we're not using it. There we go. Oh, right. That's another thing that we need to do today. Who wants to be my unpaid assistant today? I have lost my internet window. I need someone to pull up a random number generator so we can verify that I'm not cheating here. I need a random number generator. Your range is 1 through 78,510. Because we gotta roll for prizes for last season's fishing minigame. I like how I call it seasons. I guess there's 4 seasons in a year, and if we do a charity stream every 3 months, there's one every season. By definition. 78,510. Yes, correct. This is going to feel very rigged because some people fish way more than other people. Like, significantly more. We have 3 people that exceed 10,000 points in fishing. We only have 5 people that exceed 5,000. And on top of that, we only have 11 people total that exceed 1,000, so. Oh. And because I never actually show off any of these things, because I never do, we also took the mug that Dovey made us, and the emote Dovey made us, and made a coffee cup. So for $10.50 American, you too could have a Squirrel Butt Rave coffee cup. Because we have a merch store that I never talk about. All right, Levy, do you have your random number generator open? And do you have a number for us? Welcome back from ad jail. I have 14,654. Rigged. So Levy wins because Levy's cheating. Rigged. Okay. That aside, could you give me another number between 1 and 57,132? I guess I could be running this zoo, breeding the pronghorns while we do this. Clear. No, I want my animals. I know what I'm doing. Why is there a camel in my trade center? Did I buy a camel by accident? I got questions. I got questions that I'm sure I'm not gonna like the answer to. 35,748. Okay. And then if I delete that, so that plus 1. Oops. Okay, and then one more number. Between 1 and 50. That can't be right. I broke it. Give me half a second to figure out what I did here. Yeah, 51,982. Math is hard, guys. All right. So pronghorns are breeding. 8,082, 85. Okay. So our winners of the fishing mini game are Levy, Moon, and Viv. I will reach out to you guys with your choices of Steam keys later. I will go through Humble Bundle and grab some more Steam keys for more interesting games. I think that I have a lot of just really cheap stuff that I grabbed from people that weren't going to use their Humble Bundle codes before. Unless I can just Levy in another copy of Stray Gods so she can have 4 of them. I don't have a lot of useful keys right now, I don't think. But as always, I'll reach out to these people, give them the choice of 2 separate keys. If you don't want your key, $5 to our next charity. All right, so that's done. That's done. My pin message isn't pinned for whatever reason. Twitch.tv/charity/thing to access the donation link for the WWF on mobile viewing. And pin. That is not how you spell TV. At least I realized it before I pinned it. There we go. Pin. Until end of stream, or I pin something else by accident. Oh, and we've exceeded $100. Our next goal is $150, where I make butter. Charity. Look at me knowing things and doing things in a timely manner. 150. Updated. I think. I just work here, guys. I am often confused at what I'm supposed to be doing. 150. Oh, click the check mark when you're done. Yes. There we go. Look at me. I'm just going to leave that open in a separate tab so I don't have to keep tabbing over to it. That's a fairly low intensity thing to do. Okay. That's done. That's done. Pronghorns. How we doing over here? We have a camel. I don't know what the camel is going to do for us, but it exists. Oh, it's a camel from our One Habitat Zoo. It is one of our own camels. For what good that actually does us. Quick trade. So what we are gonna do, once we have the means here, is we're gonna get rid of anyone that's not a gold quality. So like this guy doesn't do us any good, right? So he's out. These two are pregnant. RNG could give us a half decent antelope, but it feels unlikely. But like, what kind of stats do you have? You know, like, plausible, but feels unlikely. More likely. But what other games would you guys like to see today? You know, we can do other things. I do have some new games too that we could play. I didn't install them because heaven forbid I actually install things in a timely manner. But I've got like Pacific Drive. I got the hole digging game because it sounds kind of funny. We could dig a hole for a bit, guys. I did pick up Warhammer Rogue Trader because the Grimdark is cool. Yeah, it was like $6. Rogue Trader was like $45, but it definitely seems like my kind of game, like a kind of choices matter Warhammer Grimdark game. It might not be an on-stream game, you know, but like it definitely sounds like the type of thing I would enjoy. Oh, you've been playing it? Yeah, like $45 is a little expensive, but you know, it be what it be. Oh, they want to be alpha. Okay, so you're out. You guys are my only. Okay, you're out. So the only female we have is going to be a gold star. Quick trade. So we have to breed gold stars at that point. We don't have a lot of females, so we need pronghorn antelope gold star female. Pronghorn antelope. That is not the shop. Reset. Prong. Cool. You're just like solo repo. I mean, honestly, repo's fun though. Like, you know, or yeah, I can definitely say I don't know if I'm brave enough to try it solo, but maybe. How you doing, Moon? How we be? You happy, healthy, and wise over there? We've released 2 animals. 3-star antelopes. Oh, not 3-star. Sorry, not gold quality, just 3-star, huh? Okay, that's a little different what they're asking there. But they are happy. So I don't remember how to do star rating. That's the problem. Oh, like I know we can get a group together for repo. I'm not brave enough to try it solo, you know? And I don't think it's going to be the jump scares that are going to get me. It's how hard it is to manipulate the objects and, like, steer the cart. I am bad at driving, as we've seen, you know? Okay, so let me Google that. Star rating, planet, zoo. How does the star rating system work? Good question, because I don't know either. I'm a new player, having had the game for a month at this point. Very confused how it works. How do I get good rating animals, and how do I increase the quality of my animals? The star rating of the animal is more to do with meeting all their needs than their genetics or breeding. If I with highest food, enough space, enough toys, correct terrain plants, and guests can view them and see they're happy. Okay. So terrain. So as long as all hello, sir. As as long as all their needs are met, that's the first part of that, right? So they do need more food enrichment if there's going to be more of them. Guests can see that they're happy. Okay, zoo. Comfort, yeah. Make sure all their needs are met, right? And then increase their food to quality 3. And then it's just kind of a waiting thing, right? Yeah. So I just gave them both quality 3 food. We got some habitat issues, which is going to be the snow right now. So habitat, heaters. So heaters in the center of these habitats will get most of it, which should clear out enough of the snow. And then, or it's over. So short grass. And then soil. Okay, so 100. We'll have to wait till winter to look at that one again. Nutrition. Hey, nobody. Yeah, it is. I've been doing this for a year now. For whatever reason, you guys still keep showing up. I couldn't tell you why. So we're eating gummy bears. I'm wearing the squirrel fit for the rest of the day. For what that's worth. And we're gonna play some games today and tomorrow. We will be doing some multiplayer stuff tomorrow afternoon. Oh, I know what I forgot to buy today. Add to cart. View my cart. Continue to payment. Working. Purchased. Install. Okay. I promise, I am prepared for all the things I'm supposed to be doing for JmzCon. Hey, Jester. Welcome in, raiders. If anyone needs to raid and run, eat, sleep, drink, pet your cat, pet your dog, water your plants, charge your devices, just get some fresh air, exercise, or any of those things, please do so. Your self-care is important. Jester, I talked to Vader, and I just want to confirm with you. You're good for 3 p.m. Eastern tomorrow? For Dark and Darker? Where we're gonna try and plunder a dungeon and probably die horrible, horrible deaths. Appreciate that, Jester. I'm glad people are enjoying the Squirrel Rave emote that Dovey made. I like it a lot better than the old one. Like, my idea was to make one... You guys have all seen the cat one that's similar to that, right? I don't know if I'm subscribed to any channel that has a cat one right now. Dark Vixen has it. But I don't think I have a sub to her right now. I'm just scrolling through all my emotes right now. Oh, Vixen. So yeah, the vision was something like this, right? And Dovey just absolutely killed it on designing Squirrel Raven at you, shaking his little butt. You may be a few minutes late. That's fine. Jester, you say that like I ever am prepared to do anything on time, and I'm not just winging my entire streaming career. Podcast at 1, so your timing might be tight. That's fine. The worst case is we'll do a 2-player dungeon while we wait for you, right? Like that's easy to work around. You know, and the dungeons aren't particularly long, even if you have to wait for us to finish, right? Because you can bail at what, 7 minutes in most of them. So that should be okay. What? You guys are trying to fight to the death again? Oh, and an incompatible sex ratio. Okay, so antelopes are annoying to breed on the basis of they want particular ratios and this, that, and the other thing. Got it. Release to wild. Release. Oh, nope, that's animal trading. I think the vexing thing here is it won't tell me the stars on this screen, so I gotta go look at all these animals individually and find out who's 3 stars. Which, admittedly, is a fairly minor problem so far as any of that goes, you know? 3-star. We do have a 3-star already, so clearly the habitat is good enough. So we released to wild. That gets us 1, which gets us on the board. Look at that. We're on the board, guys. We're in the top 100% of people that participate in this event. You guys still have the wrong ratio? Release to wild. I think that they can only have 1 male, and that's the issue. Which is annoying. We're doing good today. Stream was a little scuffed at the beginning. I didn't update the overlay. So it still had all the text for the old farming mini game on the overlay. And I didn't put any of the charity stuff on it. But also the charity extension didn't like that I started the charity goal before I started stream. So it didn't want to display. So I think that even after I end stream today, if I leave it open, that's fine. Either that or, you know, something broke somewhere at one point, you know, but since we're continuing the same donation goals tomorrow, it should be okay if I leave it up. But it's good. We're gonna play this for a bit. I think we're gonna try out some Warhammer Rogue Trader after this. I should eat lunch at some point. I have chicken nuggets, so that's an easy lunch at least. Right? Like, I can't really tell you where it broke, just that it did break. You know? And that's all you can do some days, is be like, well, I acknowledge that this broke, but I don't know why. 2, 0, 0. I mean, I could make a second pronghorn pen, I guess is a solution to that. So we click here. Barrier. Add new. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Barrier, habitat gate. Path. Just secret paths over here, don't worry about it. Okay, so zoo. So you need to be how for box animal camera zoopedia. Okay, it's an animal release. Okay, box animal. And then I'm going to move to here. Actually, I have an idea. Then we're gonna take you and also move you here. And then zoo. Yeah, okay, habitat, heater, shelter, so where are we at in your zoo empire? This is a new zoo for the bi-weekly challenge, and I'm just kind of winging it right now. But I have like 500,000 conservation credits, so anything I want to buy, I just generally just go get, you know. It's not something I'm worried about. You know, it's just, it's a fun little game. I just have to make challenges for myself at this point, because I'm not good at the building and decorating aspects, you know. So I don't play the game as intended, for sure. But you know, it's still a neat little fun thing to do, right? Path, line to grid. Okay. And then facilities, trash bins, and a donation bin. And then facilities, education, education speaker, pronghorn, 20. Have you ever played Planet Zoo, Jester? Yeah, I know that these building sims aren't for everyone, so it's like, it's possible you haven't. But I definitely enjoy it, you know. I think it's a fun little experience. Okay, so what we're gonna do is facilities. Let's build some more food stuff over here. So food. We'll put ice. Ah, yes. The oh, how do I fit this in here thing? How dare you try and place something inside the shell we provided? And then a drink stall. I have not. At times I wanted. It is a good game to just passively play while you chat with people. That I agree. It is good for that, you know. All right. So guess animal rating almost 3 stars. Conservation rating. Almost 2.5. Education. We have no marketing rating. How are we for profitability? Plus 15,000 a year. So we can afford marketing. Well, 15,000. We can afford high quality marketing. And then we'll see how that affects our finances. And then we can always add the other stuff. We don't even have foreign visitors yet, though. Is it on sale right now? It is on for $18 Canadian right now. It is 65% off if you were interested on getting it for a podcast game. For what that's worth, you know. VIP guest. I have entered my own zoo. All right, we're gonna see what James thinks of his own zoo. So where are we going? Wait. Let's slow this down. Guest camera, first person. So we're looking at some antelopes through cracked glass, as we do. Because the animals are fighting for dominance. $15.74 US. There you go. Well, I'm glad that I'm enjoying these antelope. I mean, I'm pretty happy with this zoo. I'm thirsty and I'm not educated, but you know, we're here. So facilities, education, pronghorns, I mean, there's not that much there, so maybe we scoot that one over to there to catch the edge of these people that aren't caught by this speaker. And then when they come over this way, they get that one. Nope, that's not what I wanted. And we can have these height boards. And we can have education mini games. Well, made it level 2 and died trying to get back. I mean, it do be like that sometimes, Levs. Okay. So how are we doing on the education project? Not even 2 stars, but you know, marketing's 5 stars. Animal rating is good. I mean, animal rating is suffering from diversity. There's only 2 kinds of antelopes that we can really breed for this challenge. 90% happiness. So I think what we're gonna do is we'll get more educators, and we'll get more vets. And the purpose of these vets is solely to do the vet research for the education bonus. And then we're gonna take all of our staff and start upgrading them to make them more efficient. I only have access to 2. I don't have all the DLCs. Antelope. I only have 2 with the DLCs I own. I'm doing my best here. I promise. Ember. Oliver. So Oliver's good. So you're 2 stars, but you're in the other habitat. 2 star, 0, 0. Not all antelopes are called antelopes. Well, that makes this challenge even more annoying. That makes the challenge even more annoying, and I don't feel like looking. I don't care enough to look into it, you know. I know that's not the most useful answer, but it's the one I have, you know. But like a springbok is probably technically an antelope, you know. I mean, you could. I'm probably not going to build more habitats if we're being honest. I'm pretty lazy about it. Terrain, soil. Hey, James. How are you doing? I'm doing good, Spud. Yeah, like all the things that are kind of deer are probably antelope. You know, they're probably not deer. They're actually antelopes. But we're doing good, Spuds. I mean, oh, do they? Wait, hold up a second. Hold up a second. You know, you make a point, Bison. But Sable, QRS, Springboks, right? Springboks can live with a sable antelope, and a gazelle is probably an antelope, isn't it? I mean, that is a gazelle and antelope. Yeah, the gazelle is a type of antelope. Okay, so I can put Thompson gazelle, springboks, and sable antelopes in the same cage habitat. Well, that's where we're at, guys. Is they're cages, they're not habitats, and they're gonna like it. Huh. Yeah, so everything that looks like a deer is an antelope. Got it. Sort by species, please. Sheep are not antelope. Bears are not antelopes. Peccary, alpaca. Wow, I don't actually have any of these. How's your day going, though? Like, you got anything fun going on today? Anything fun or interesting or special? Higher number, easier to get. Oh, really? So I should start with addexes and work backwards. I wonder why that is. Okay, so addex. So, just real quick, an addex. Okay, so they can live with a dammer gazelle. So addex, dammer gazelle can live together. So let's build another habitat on this side. I mean, I could probably house these things together. They just won't get an enrichment bonus, right? Like, I can't imagine that they're going to fight to the death or anything. You know? Okay, so generally, things that are more endangered are going to be easier to get stars because people are more happy to see them. Johnny's fishing. So, and this is probably the wrong answer, but, you know, I generally play wrong answers only anyway, so, you know, we're gonna try. Animal trading. But I feel like the answer here is that just because they don't get an enrichment bonus doesn't mean that it won't work, you know? These are not things that are mutually exclusive. Adopt, zoo, no, animal trading, addicts, both of these guys send to the zoo. But, like, they shouldn't fight each other. There is stream delay right now, Lev. The only reason I knew it crashed last time is because I didn't hear it. All right, terrain, so sand. So the terrain is going to be the issue. They don't have compatible terrain. Okay, so you're happy. Okay, guys, chill. So yeah, you want a lot of sand. Let's see what we can do with that. Okay, So that's good. You want, yeah, no. I don't think that I can please both of them here. Okay. Exactly right. Can we hold up a second? All right, addicts. Okay, so this is the perfect ratio to give them all what they want for terrain. I think that generally the habitat enrichment bonus makes them happier if they have compatible species. So it's like a bonus to their enrichment here. Interspecies bonus, right? So as long as they're not fighting the death, I think we're good to go on it. That being said, now that we're gonna have more animals in here, we do want more habitat enrichment items, right? So more food. But also, it's more things for people to look at them doing. So, like, it just makes sense to have more of it anyway, right? And then we just double check. Addicts uses a lot of the same things. But, you know, just to be sure, right? You know? And then terrain. So, coverage. So, that's good. Addicts is happy. A wildebeest? Interesting. So addicts had another one that it wanted to be friends with, though. The Dama Gazelle. Now, the only issue here being, is since the addicts and the antelope that we do have are vastly different in their preferences here for what they want, I don't know if I can cater to a third animal as well. You know, that might be not a showstopper here, but it might be a non-starter for what I'm trying to achieve. But we'll see what I can do. Agile, grouse. You're the best of the choices. All right, Dama Gazelle. Animal trading, reset, Dama Gazelle, send to zoo. Zoo. Dama Gazelle. We'll see what I can do. You know, no promises ever. All right, terrain. Yeah. They want. Okay, so short grass, less short grass, more soil. You're okay with more soil. So an addicts and a sable antelope. So you're okay with more soil. And you're okay with slightly more soil. Okay, cool. 15. Okay, Dama Gazelle. Okay, so we want less long grass. And I think everyone is good with less long grass. So that should be fine. So increase rock, increase rock, increase rock. Okay, so the answer is to replace long grass with rock. Okay, so the Dama Gazelle is happy. You want more short grass, and you want more sand. So we're looking for 30% sand here. Okay. So, new plan. Okay, so, and this is going to be a strange thought process, but bear with me. If there is more terrain, it's easier to get precise ratios. You know, that's going to add a whole mess of long grass that they're not going to be happy with. You know? So, look at all this grass that no one's happy with, right? So terrain. So we want more short grass. So, you know, if this all becomes short grass. Okay, so you're happy. You want more soil. No, you want less soil, more sand. That's me working backwards. Okay, so 20%. So you're happy. You could buy the cheapest antelopes and stick them in a comfy habitat only to raise. I mean, that is a strategy. I'm just seeing if I could accommodate them all being together, but it is going to be too much of a juggling act, it looks like. So I think individual habitats is the fastest way to do this. Terrain. So 10% long grass. Okay, 30% short grass. 10% long grass. Slightly more sand. No, less sand. And then long. Less sand. Okay. So that works. That works. Okay. So you need 1% more sand and we can make this happen. So less rock. Less rock. Okay, cool. So 1% more sand. $30. So you're happy. You're happy. Okay, sable antelope. No, you, sir. 1% too much grass. Wait. 1% too much grass? Hey Rain, how we be? Welcome in. Welcome to where I'm trying to puzzle out what I'm doing here. Short grass. Okay, so 1% less short grass. Wait, how we be today? Are you happy, healthy, and wise? Okay, so 30. You're happy. Okay, and as long as nothing horrible happens, snow, we're good to go. So what we do here is we throw up enough heaters to provide 100% coverage to this pen. Because we've built something very precise. And as soon as it's winter, it'll ruin the ratios and all our animals will be upset again. Okay, so can we temperature, habitat, get temperature. Oh, doing good, but my finger is numb from trimming the borders of a tarot deck. And Lion wants me to be a bunny. You know, I'm pretty sure that's the only redeem that we have on this channel that Lion likes. Okay, so that should work. Now we're waiting for winter to see if that actually works. That being said, I do have a minute or two here. Give me a second here, Lion. I'm gonna try something. Open. Okay. So, okay. Okay. So open save as, so I know where this actually is. E drive, Steam. Okay. Okay, Lion, I have made something. It's not the exact one that I originally sent you, but it'll do. And once you have the Blender file, if there's any minor changes that you need to make, it'll still be functional. What? God damn it. What did I actually name it? Save as. Okay, now that I actually know which one it is, because it doesn't give you previews when you're sending something. So that one. Okay, there's the Blender file, which is only 1 megabyte, which is a lot easier to send. But yes, I found a version of it that is usable. I don't think that's the one I actually rendered, but it was thrown in a random folder. That being said, it might be the same one, and I had just flipped it upright when I recorded it. I really couldn't tell you, you know? But I remember looking at it face on and not top down when I was recording. Tickets are underpriced, though. But, you know, all I'm looking is have that rotate with a clear background. Oh, look, the pronghorns are death matching again. Two, zero, fish. I'm glad you guys actually like the fishing mini game, though. You know, that brings me some joy in my life. Oh, I need to update the chat commands. That's the other thing I need to do today. Chat commands. Commands. Save. There we go. Dino Nuggies. Nugget party. Yes, Hazelnut would like to have a nugget party. Oh, so everyone's not happy with the gender ratios. Okay, so that is something that always gets me about this game, is whenever you get more animals due to the breeding, it'll scoot you back to the top of the list when you're trying to like release an animal or something. Which is admittedly a fairly minor problem, but it is a problem that I have some days. So you're the issue. Release to wild. Johnny caught a carp for 16 gold. Johnny now has 55 gold. All right, who else is having a problem? The sable antelopes are incorrect gender ratio and for alpha. Okay, so we're looking specifically for sable antelopes. So it's these two. You're 0 stars, you're 3 stars. So if I just lose you, that counts towards the challenge, and I'm good with that. So we've released 2 so far. You know, I think I like the challenges that are just one specific animal instead of just antelope. You know, it definitely confuses me a little less. But here's our 20 point enrichment bonus for having the other animal, so we'll take it. All right, that being said, we should probably take a lunch break soon because it's coming up on noon. Because the habitats are so big, I need more keepers now. That tracks. You know, once upon a time, I can get away with having 1 keeper. Because that's the kind of person I am. We do have 500 guests, though, so that's coming along. But yeah, more keepers means more cleaner habitats. Our other animals that we have picked up now do need quality 3 food. Yes, all the antelopes get quality 3 food. You know, jokes aside, we got pretty good education, 3-star, 5-star conservation, marketing, happiness. You know, we are almost a 4-star zoo. Education is poor on all these other animals that we've added, though. So we do need to add education for them as well. So no power over here. So that would be the Dama Gazelle. This one could be the Addicts. We will scoot that closer. And then there's no power here. But what we're gonna do to cheat that is we'll just build a staff path around this corner. And then facilities, power, and a solar panel. And then I think that'll be fine. So there's no good reason to come all the way down here. So people aren't likely to hit those speakers. So I think we're gonna add some more educators and do it the old-fashioned way. And then we just keep training our staff to make the educators more helpful. I'm just kind of winging it, guys. The inspection is going as inspections do. Can't find a staff room with space. Tracks. So we're going to bail on this small staff room. And we'll build them a nicer, newer, bigger one. As soon as I find it. Staff room large. Perks. And we'll give them all the perks to make them happy. Nope. They can only have one perk. Can't find a staff room with space. You didn't look very hard. Merch. Are you just typing random chat commands there, Moon? There is no Shop Titans chat command. But you know, if y'all do desire to come play Shop Titans with Moon and I, we would be happy to have you. Hey, Man Bear Onion. Moon's just typing random. I mean, I don't know. Moon was saying that she wanted merch like a year ago, so I wouldn't surprise me if she was actually using it. Yes, that is the shy emote. Moon is hiding behind her tail. But you know, if you just want to play with the commands, that's also fine, you know. As long as you're not spamming them, I'm not bothered. View report. Wow, not so great on the education, but other than that, we're doing good. We're just kind of killing it. Edu. We could make an animal talk point. And then no species assigned. Pronghorn, no power. Move. Okay, and then we placed another one. If I was me, and I knew where I had just placed that, attics, so duplicate, so attics, gazelle, and pronghorn, right? Misassigned species. Oh, sable. And then we just spread these out through the year. And then we've got the one over here. Nope. And shabam. New mug in the shop. Oh yeah, there's also a water bottle. Yeah, there's a water bottle. Dubby made me an emote that I was waiting to put up. And that's the emote on the new coffee cup. You don't. It's just an idle thing. So what I do is I can go in on Pachinko and like remove these flowers now that we have infinite of them. You know, and I can place new things on the board. But I think Pachinko will take a lot less system resources than Rusty's. I think that there's a cooldown on a lot of those commands, Moon, just so people don't spam them for whatever reason there would be. I think the problem with these flowers that I placed down initially is that they just spawn more flowers. Okay, there's the bird. I didn't do nothing. I wonder, can I get around the cooldowns on them? What is the cooldown on that? I want to say the cooldown on most commands is going to be like 5 minutes. Just so people, you know, like sometimes it's going to be a case of, you know, we could just scroll up and like look at these things instead of, you know, doing it again, right? Merch has a cooldown of 10 minutes. Throne is 5 minutes for whatever reason. Discord is 5 minutes. So, you know. Really? Is that a chat command I have? Oh, that is a chat command I have. Huh. Let me update that one. Enable. And we also have this one that has a link in it. No? No, what, Rain? What specifically am I being told no to today? I do not have a chat command that tells you all the chat commands. I could have one, but since I just kind of randomly add and remove chat commands, I don't think it would be too helpful to you guys. But we could have one if it became necessary. I would probably just make it a Google Sheets file that anyone with the link can open. Because that would be easy to edit in real time, and then you just sort by alphabetical when you're done editing it, you know? And then it's easy to see if you have something twice or something that way. If I had to guess at how I would implement such a thing. Definitely not a chat command. But you know, like somewhere in there for, I think it's 10,000 channel points, you could request a chat command. I make no promises, you know. But you can always ask. You know, it may be that it just becomes something that has a super long cooldown even, you know. The worst case is I tell you I'm not interested in, I suppose. I'm just trying to stay away from things that are spammable, you know? Because that won't bring me any joy. Okay, so you're good to go. Nope, can't be released because you came from the Frontier Zoo. Yep, my one camel for whatever reason. 3. Release to wild. I do know that there was a request that I make a chat command for who makes the rules when it's not me. Okay. So that's coming along. Can we get rid of some of these flowers? It's a lot. Like, can I place that there? And then move that there. These flowers kind of grew out of control when I wasn't paying attention. Verb.